What is up, people of the planet Osiris, here with Osiris Gaming, doing another episode of Path of Exile Map Edition. We are doing Alice completion, guys. Gonna try to get all 126 maps on camera here for you guys. I'm hopeful for it, but it is quite daunting, and I think you know why, because it's kind of hard to find all these maps, especially some of these unique ones out on the sides. Actually, this Vault of Osiris is probably the only map I won't show you guys. If you want to see what that looks like, go Google it. It's got to be the most boring map ever. It's just a bunch of chests and sarcophaguses and barrels and urns, and you literally just go around. You put all your magic find gear on. I put that Biscoff's collar on the last two times I ran this with my friends, and we just ran around. We got nothing out of it. Both times we ran it, it's really like, it's like kind of like the worst map ever made. There's no monsters at all unless you get a Harbinger. It's kind of rare, but it happens. There's like 2 rooms you go through, you open all the stuff, and then you pick up what you want. So going with your friends so you really maximize all of that loot, like have a full maxed out party in there, guys, if you have the chance. But I just wanted to go over that real quick because we're probably not going to be getting that one on camera pretty much ever unless... I don't know, maybe Xana will give me one privately when I'm on just shooting the shit, and I'll record it for you guys. So there's that. But what we are doing here today, guys, is we are doing the Grotto map. This is the last of our Tier 3 maps, guys. That's pretty awesome. We're about to break into Tier 4. I do got to give a shout out to my friend Ben here. If you guys have seen him in the comments below on a couple of my videos, him and I have been going back and forth about how to improve our characters and stuff. He went ahead and donated me a couple maps, including this Grotto map that I have been desperately trying to find and couldn't find. And of course I pop on here today to do his Grotto map. I go over to Xana and she has a Grotto map already in her purchase window, which I've been trying to find forever, but because I had never run the Grotto, she never wanted to drop it for me, I think, or something like that. I don't know how it works, but either way, Xana wasn't giving it up. She finally did, and so I went ahead and ran Ben's beforehand so that I could get that extra % on getting higher maps, because Xana's Grotto is going to always be better. If you ever find something with Xana's, I can't point at it on screen here like an idiot, but you see the prefix is Xana's, that is going to make that first one, the maps modifiers to quantity, also apply to rarity. So look at that. We only got one modifier besides that one, and it's a pretty simple one, but look at the item rarity on that, guys. Like, we are getting a ton. We get 20 20 20 automatically, and then anything else you do affects both sides. It's pretty awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and pop that in. She's gonna give us another 5% here on quantity. I believe I almost have her up to level 6, or at least halfway through level 5, and it's pretty slow going to get her up past level 5, guys. So here is the Grotto map. As you see, we are, you know, next to water, which I think is required to be a grotto. Usually the things inside here are like those like jumping leprechaun looking ant thingies, and bears, of course. It kind of reminds me a lot of the den from Act 2, I believe is where that originally came from, Act 2. On the right side of the Sarn in-camp, or not Sarn, the other in-camp. We just got ourselves a channel map, which I believe we've already done on camera and everything, guys. Another 16% 2-stone ring. Always pick those up in case you're in need of leveling gear. The 2 stones are really awesome. We just got ourselves a 6-socket and another map on the ground already. Thank you, Xana, with all this awesome loot we are finding already, guys. We're tearing through this. This is how all my maps have pretty much been. Actually having getting a little risky with the modifiers. There are a couple of other modifiers I found that do make this build a little difficult. Things such as really high increased damages, especially when it comes to different elemental effects. Specifically lightning definitely gives me some trouble because of the increased amount of damage that shock causes. I can really get myself into some binds on the higher end maps when things are already hitting pretty hard and have a little bit larger health pool, so they're not dying quite as instantaneously as they are now. Sometimes they get 1 or 2 hits on me, and sometimes that is enough just to really do a lot of damage on me. Got a villa map on the floor for Tier 4. I believe we already have all the Tier 4 maps, but we are lacking on one Tier 5 map. I believe it's the Pit. I haven't seen it. I've never played it. It's like, I think it's got to be the most elusive Tier 5 map, just like the Grotto was the most elusive Tier 3 map. Of course, that is just my own personal, you know, that's what's happened to me. We just got 2 more maps, including another Grotto map. Check that out, guys. and a chromo piece right here on the floor. We are hitting max on the chromos. We got like 400 plus. It's kind of crazy. So you're going to continue zipping. I do see some regrets down there, which is probably where our boss is going to be hold up for us, because, you know, they never go where you want them to go. Alright, let's zip on around here. We all got all the regret on this side. I'm just going to keep on zipping down before those frenzy charges disappear. Alright. Always poke your chest. Still, I am trying to do that as much as possible, but it's definitely not as important now that I'm this far into the game. Assassin's Bow is too big for the recipe that I'd like to do. Alright, looks like we have to curl around this to get to the other side. This is not my favorite of map styles. I really don't like these small corridors like this. I like the larger wide frame corridors where my projectiles can just shoot pretty infinitely and hit pretty much anything that they want to hit. I got another Her Mask. I just completed one of those. I haven't even turned it in because I already have like almost 2 complete sacrifice pieces. If you guys didn't see the last episode, that was a good one to see, guys. You should roll back and check it. I found my first Exalted Orb on the floor in our last map. It was pretty spectacular. If you've never seen what it looks like on the floor when you have a item filter on, go ahead and slide back 1 episode. Check that out. It was pretty awesome. I'm hyped for it. I'm still excited about it. My heart is racing. I've got so much currency now to be building builds that I don't even know what to do with it. Mainly because I don't want to put too much focus on another build when I'm just so excited about this one, guys. Look how good it's doing. It's just tearing through stuff. I have been having trouble getting past this level 85 that we're on right here. It's taken so much experience, and I've only been doing these low-level maps for the most part for you guys and just higher ones, but we haven't really gotten into the red maps yet. They're not easy to find, especially when you don't have any of like the tier 10 maps to be running just for fun. We do have the boss here, I think. What's going on? Oh no, we have a Harbinger. I was like, what is going on over here? Things are not dying immediately like they normally do. So now if you see that flask in the bottom, I have popped it 3 times already, and it just literally like fills right back up almost immediately. See, it's already filling up, and popped it again and again and again. Like, you can just create smoke screens forever. It lasts for 5 seconds, so I don't even need to be popping it that frequently, but it's definitely possible to pop it frequently and pretty much keep myself from ever getting hit when I need to. Got ourselves a lot of good loot out of that one. Thank you, Xana. You're really hooking us up here today. I did not see the boss. Oh, we got ourselves a runner who's not running at all. That's always good to see. We almost have all the regret gone. Got another map on the floor. We have found so many maps in this one, so many chromo pieces, a 6 sockets. Like, I'm surprised I didn't find the Exalted Orb in this one, guys. Alright, so there's only a tiny bit of regret left on the screen here, which must be where our boss is hiding from us. They're scared, you can tell. They're like, Osiris is coming around and he's going to hit me real hard. Here it is. We're going to kill all his little boys around him first and then take him out here. This guy can't actually kill me as far as I know, even with his little rain, but if you stand in after the fact, that it will kill you. It's only the lifesteal that's keeping me alive during the entire fight, pretty much. I do need none of those. Right now we are looking for gloves. They're the only thing I need to complete all of my current chaos transactions here that I have going on. I'll give you guys a quick peek at round 2 or even 3 of my chaos page. See, we're only lacking 2 pairs of gloves here, and then we will be able to sell for another set of 20 chaos orbs, and I'm already starting to collect some extra pieces down here for the next run through. That's a good way of doing it, guys. Anytime you get about here on your 7th set, whatever one is lacking you the most, usually it's rings and amulets, but I have been watching out really carefully for those. You should start collecting the other pieces so that way you can just keep things going as steadily as possible. I literally cashed this in like probably a few days ago, and it kind of came back pretty quickly. I was pretty excited and surprised. I'm trying to say words at the same time, guys. It doesn't work that way. You got to speak carefully. But anyways, guys, that was the last tier 3 map. That was Grotto. Pretty awesome. I'm so excited to get into tier 4 with you guys, and then we're going to be rolling into tier 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way up to 16. This is Osiris with Osiris Gaming, and I will check you guys next time.